What's going on, guilty guys and gals? Welcome back to Dra. Sorry if my sound quality is a little different, because I watched the Lego Movie 2 for the first time over the weekend. I guess it was last weekend, actually. And I dug out all my old Legos, and now they are everywhere. I'm trying to rebuild some of the actual sets, and oh my, I did not realize how many knockoff Legos I had as a kid. I thought they were all legit. But there's a lot of Mega Blocks, and there's a lot of just random building block set kits, which is really hard to find instructions for. But that's not why you're here. You're here for Yuki. And I guess Tsurugi, because we're going to finish his FTE today as well. But for now, let us sleep. So it turns out there's 2 Tsurugi free time events left and not 1. Which makes sense, because the video length is pretty long that we've still got left to do. But, you know, I'll fit them in there. Let's start with part 4. It just felt like the next one had to be the last one after what we did. Yuki, you sure you're fine with spending time with me?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. I told you that story last time. Now it's fairly evident that everyone sees me as a tyrant. Not that I care, though. No need to worry about it. Okay.
People can find it hard to agree with your logic, but that's just one aspect of you as a person. I'm sure you have plenty of other dimensions to your character.
I won't hesitate to sacrifice a few people without regard for their relationship to me, if it'll save many others. Even if you try to be my best friend, you might end up being in those few one day.
Hey, I can't say anything more if you want me to be that straightforward. But you're trying to keep us as safe as you can, right? Isn't that what you really want?
Yes, it's what I want from the bottom of my heart. The police serve to protect the people from danger, after all. I don't want to sacrifice anyone either. Uh-huh. Abandoning one thing for another should be a last resort. Uh-huh. In a perfect world, I'd be able to protect everyone at no cost. But that's not the world we live in. To protect one thing, we must give up another. That's why my dream is to be a policeman that can bring my vision of a perfect world into reality.
That would make the world a much better place to live.
Uh-huh. You don't know what his vision of a perfect world is, Yuki. Be careful. Yeah, if I continue to keep everyone safe, and word of my fervor spreads even to criminals, someday people might cease to commit crime. But I'm too far away from that dream right now. There's nothing I can do on my own. I can't protect everyone without making sacrifices. I'm still dwelling on those rules I established for that specific purpose. It had to be done. It was all I could do.
Even your reconstruction that split the whole group apart?
What is that? Is there context to that?
I'm a normal person with no special talent, so I have to believe you know better than me when it comes to these issues. But are you sure this is really for the best?
Oh, here we go. You dare question me, boy? A large group is already hard to control. You know that, right? Well, wait. It only becomes more difficult for those who aren't willing to cooperate.
Tsurugi, can't you follow your own judgment rather than sticking to a fixed set of beliefs? I read,
fixed and set, and I put them together in a weird way, and I was confused for a second there.
That's impossible. It's not child's play. If anything goes wrong, innocent lives would be lost.
Okay. You can't trust yourself.
It's the opposite. I trust myself too much, and for that reason my actions should be determined solely by those beliefs. To never repeat the same mistake again.
What mistake?
Yeah, what mistake, Tsurugi?
Nothing. Not something I'd be proud enough to tell others.
Tsurugi, aren't we friends? Not friends, at least classmates?
Yeah, and we'll call this a normal school year, but we're still classmates.
You said your goal is to protect everyone, but have you ever thought of it this way? Maybe you're blinding yourself with that goal, and because of it, you're turning yourself against those you swore to protect. Quite literally right now.
What do you mean by that? Are you questioning me, boy? Again?
I don't want to be too nosy, but if you really want to protect everyone, have some more trust in us.
Oh, now we're getting into it. I can't trust you farther than I can throw you. But I guess I can throw you pretty far, so I trust you a bit.
Sorry, that's all I could think to say to you right now. I still think of you as my friend, and I'm sure the others think the same. Ha ha ha. Well, I'm thankful you're trying to protect us. I think living up to our expectation is equally important. I can't quite put it precisely in words.
Alright, Yuki. I'll think about it. Ask your mother.
If I should be a better person.
I'm feeling a little tired. I'm going to get some rest in my room.
Okay, go rest. Did I talk too much? I tried to get him to open up to us, but it doesn't seem to have worked. I'm sure we'll become closer friends if he could just let go of his way of thinking. Of that way of thinking. I walked with Tsurugi to his room before bidding him goodbye. As I slept like the dead, the night went on uneventfully. Now we're here, close to the hour where nighttime was nearing. We gathered in the dining hall. At first, we thought it could be time for dinner, but there wasn't even a grain of rice left. We were just sitting at the table staring at each other idly.
Oh, jeez.
And no one spoke a word. Of course, I had nothing to say either. I couldn't get a clue to escape from this prison, and the food had run out. I couldn't find where the treasure was, the one Monokuma had hidden. Everyone, both physically and mentally, are exhausted. Everyone, listen. Even though we couldn't find anything today, tomorrow we'll definitely...
Tomorrow will definitely what? What's tomorrow? Do you think you can discover what you haven't found today in any of these past days?
True, yeah. What are you saying?
What? Am I being childish? Isn't it time for you to face reality? Now we're done! It's impossible to get out unless someone kills...
What? Are you saying you want someone to die now?
No, of course I don't mean that. Besides, I don't think anyone among us is going to kill. But that's why this is the end of it. If no one dies, we'll all die eventually.
Stop joking around. Like we're gonna starve to death here. We'll get out soon.
Oh yeah? Go ahead and escape then. This is all your fault in the first place, Haruhiko Kabashikawa. It's all because of you.
Hey, that's...
Stop. If this goes on, you'll be engulfed by the despair. Yeah, no matter how hopeless it gets, we can't give up. It's important that we don't give up.
Then what are we gonna do? Yuki and Mikako, tell me. What kind of strategy's left? What kind of way is there?
That's...
Huh. Look at that. We're done for now. There's no escape, and we're all gonna die together here.
Tsurugi, I'm the one who's trying to think positive, but why can't you be more Could you be more pessimistic about everything?
You don't want to go do murder, right?
You're very bad at it. You woke me up. I was sleeping in the hallway.
Why?
Because the rules don't count anymore. I thought I'd test it out.
Okay. Ray!
I was waiting for you all to get together. I'd like to hear an explanation of what happened.
What happened? What do you mean?
I mean food. Food, you idiots. What the hell did you do for the food to just vanish? A minute ago I heard you guys were sharing and eating.
Haruhiko, Satsuki, they ate it secretly at dawn.
Even then, they only had like one meal left, right? Like they were scrounging for extras, but like Ray shouldn't be like, did you eat more this morning? That's the only thing she could really say. That's amazing, because it doesn't make sense. Do you even have a brain?
Wait, so, of course, me and Satsuki are at fault, but that goes for you too, Ray. Tsurugi and you ate whatever you liked, so the amount was just getting smaller and smaller.
Are you seriously that mistaken? The cop and I haven't eaten 3 meals in these days, don't you know?
What? Ray, is that true? Are you okay? Eating like that?
No, that's a lie. You were too? She ate little by little at dawn from the second day onwards. Food started to disappear since the first day. That's right. Besides, how do you know if Tsurugi ate or not?
Because that's it. You can tell by taking a closer look at his face. More importantly, you. Is that right? Food was already disappearing from the very beginning. Then what the hell is this?
It's food. It's still there?
This is what I found in an open dorm room by chance while walking through the hallway. It was hidden under a bed. I thought it was your emergency rations. Looking at your reaction, though, it doesn't seem like it. If that's the case, oh yes, that's the only thing it could be.
What are you trying to say?
The owner of the open room where I entered by chance. I mean, the person who used the dormitory where the food was hidden. They were eating it alone, hiding it away without your knowledge.
Eh?
Yes, for example, the room where this food was hidden. Was it room 14?
Room 14?
Wouldn't it be better to keep the door locked straight? To the idiot who's shaking like a leaf over there. I knew he would. I knew he would be. It's just such a Teruya thing to do, you know?
Teruya?
Wait a minute. This is a mistake. You bastard! So, you treated me like a guilty party when you were doing the same? Huh? Wait, listen. It's just, when I didn't know what was happening on the first day, I prepared some food in advance.
The food didn't disappear at that time. Every day, it gradually disappeared. Your words are contradictory.
No, that's not it. I wanted to take little by little, and then share it together. Don't lie, you bastard! Are you in a hurry to make excuses because you've been driving?
What?
Because you've been driving at my faults without concern? Teruya!
You gonna punch him? Yeah!
Stop it, you guys!
Ray, you going through other people's rooms by your own will?
What? It's your fault for leaving the door open.
Don't try to...
What? I guess it would be like...
Don't try to change the subject, Teruya. You and I are on the same ground now. You better give it up. I'm going to investigate as much as I've done wrong. So you too. Don't say it's not your fault. You don't deserve to say that.
Oh, jeez.
You're noisy. You're all annoying me. Whether I'm eating or not, it's impossible to get out of here anyway. Till a murder happens in this place. This kid...
Whoa! He did like a special move.
Wait, he has special points? That's not fair. I guess this is what I get for not being a talented student. Haruhiko!
It's fine. Violence isn't prohibited by the rules in this ballroom. This little bastard needs to get hit so he can wake up already. You just hit me. You really did.
Oh man, he has special points too.
Gugk. You two, knock it off.
Haruhiko's being held back by Satsuki, and Yuki's just like, nobody's running to hold back Tsurugi.
I guess I'll do it.
Let go. Tsurugi, you little bastard.
Kopashikawa, calm down.
This is a drag. I thought it would be like this eventually.
You're the one who inspired this. On purpose. Are you doing it?
What if I am? And unfortunately, the chunky one is right. I've been searching the ballroom for days now. There are no clues. Getting out of here by any means other than murder is impossible. So I want one of you to murder each other. Yeah.
Then, what are we supposed to do? In the worst mood possible, in front of the worst reality, we couldn't say any more words to each other. We silently slinked back to our rooms. We lost our purpose.
Purpose? It's that little thing.
Ray declared it was impossible to escape from here. What should we do without any food left?
Here we go. This is no good.
I wonder what time it is now. When I woke up without knowing if it was night or day, I felt in a different haze than usual. Immediately I felt a tremendous pain in my abdomen. Oh, I'm hungry. No, rather, my stomach hurts. Right. Eventually the food ran out. I didn't get to eat anything yesterday. And with Haruhiko and Tsurugi still fighting, our hopes of thinking that we could escape, the situation was turning into the worst thing possible.
You guys didn't share Tsurugi's stash? Did you just let him take it back? Come on. You all could have had some. At least something.
For now, let's check on the others.
Alright, here's the big deal part.
Yuki, you got some spare time?
Apparently, because this is taking forever. Yeah, what's the matter, Tsurugi?
I want to kill you. I mean, nothing. I have something I need to tell you. And you only. I don't want anyone else to hear it, so let's find a quiet place.
Oh my.
Actually, would you mind just coming to my room?
Your room? Sure, I don't mind.
Please come. I'll be waiting for you there.
Why did Tsurugi suddenly invite me to his room? He looked like he had something serious to talk about, though, so... Although, that's what he always looks like. Well, let's go find out.
That's funny.
He had a serious look on his face, which is normal for him.
He's got a whole car? Wait. Oh no, he does have a bed. I was gonna say, is that his bed?
Thanks for coming.
Are those bars? Yes, they are. They're bars. Okay. Wait, he has guns in here? That's a little unfair, don't you think?
Wow, this is your room? It looks a bit, terrifying. All those prison bars. And what about the police car and those guns?
Yeah, I was surprised when I first saw them too. They're just replicas.
Still, you could threaten somebody with that fake gun.
They don't function, and they're stuck to the floor.
Oh, okay.
Suppose they're a part of the room's structure.
It's a load-bearing pistol.
Monokuma sure has bad taste.
You're telling me.
Hello?
What?
Anyway, what'd you want to tell me?
Wow, your brain is moving 3 miles an hour. Right.
What do you mean, ugh, right? You invited me in here.
So, you told me last time that I should try to open up a little bit more to you all.
Uh-huh.
I've contemplated it since then, and I've decided I'm gonna kill you so you don't have to do it. And I simply can't do it. I'm sorry.
But why? It shouldn't be impossible if you're just willing.
Well, there's your answer. Yuki, remember when I told you I didn't have any friends?
Yes.
Technically, that statement isn't true. I have one friend, my pistol, and it's not here. There's one person, just one person I could have called a friend.
Was it that guy you killed? Who's that person?
His name was Kohei.
Right? Maybe Kohei? Maybe Kuhai? I think Kohei, probably.
He was also in the police, nearly on the same level as me. No, he was better. I had connections with the police through my father, but Kohei earned the respect of many officers just with his competence.
But aren't you the one enrolled here as the ultimate police officer? Is it nepotism?
Yes.
Wow,
Because he's not alive anymore.
what a shock. I bet you killed him too, didn't you? Huh? Oh man, I'm so surprised.
I killed him. I killed Kohei.
Yep, well, who could have seen this coming? Tsurugi's body was trembling as he spoke, which was unusual for his level-headed personality. And did he say he killed his own friend? What is he talking about?
Because we were evenly capable and clicked with each other well. We were almost akin to best friends. There were many cases the two of us worked together to solve. Kohei and I had a great amount of confidence in each other. Kohei especially. He trusted me more than his own family.
Uh-huh.
One day we had report of a bomb threat in a corporate headquarters building.
You only kill people at bomb threats, huh?
Both of us headed to the scene as per usual. The suspects fought back fiercely, so Kohei took the role of neutralizing the bomb, while the rest of the team and I engaged in a shootout. I was the one normally responsible for that job, but the situation didn't allow for it. He asked me for help over the radio, tell him what he needed to do. I told him to pull the red wire and he blew up. He gave me an overall description of the bomb, and I immediately told him which lines needed to be cut and how to dispose of it. I was full of confidence back then, thought it was just a typical bomb.
He really did just say.
That's why I was so impetuous, not even seriously thinking about my replies. I was wrong. That bomb was modified. The suspect set it up as a trap. I'd given him the wrong instructions, but Kohei trusted that I would tell him the right thing, and he got caught up in the explosion because of me.
I mean, okay, yeah.
I betrayed his trust.
Well, at least he didn't literally shoot him like that other guy.
Ever since then, I don't make any friends. Not that I've ever had the time to anyway. But I know by heart that too much trust in a relationship can bring about. That's why I don't want to have too much you to have too much trust in me. I don't deserve to be trusted by anyone. Do you understand now, Yuki? That was everything I wanted to tell you.
Well, okay. Tsurugi, if you're afraid of being trusted, then why did you trust me with this?
What? Damn it!
Somewhere deep inside of you, you wanted me to come and listen to your story, even though it meant delving into a painful memory. Tsurugi, I've been curious to ask since you invited me to your room. What do you think of me? I don't think you would have this kind of conversation with just anyone you know.
Yuki.
Yeah, that's how you say my... Okay.
Me telling you about this? I don't know. Why did I feel like telling you this and no one else but you?
I have a theory.
Tsurugi, I don't care what the others say, or about what you think.
Well, that's pretty rude. But I guess we're the same in that way.
I trust you. I believe in you, and I want you to believe in that trust. So, can you please trust us too?
No.
Oh. I really thought we were having a moment.
Actually,
Not yet. I've done terribly wrong things. I'm gonna do more! But, Yuki, if it's up to you, I think I can open up my mind to you someday. That must be why you're the only one I'm having this conversation with. No super powerful god powers or anything. Right now, I have an obligation to protect everyone here. Monokuma might try to set off a death trap at any time. So, when everything's said and done, I'll give you a proper response regarding my feelings. Will you wait for me until then, Yuki?
This got a lot more romantic than I was expecting. Of course, Tsurugi. I know you'll be able to change, one step at a time. Unless no spoilers.
I sure hope I can. If that day ever comes, well, I'll look forward to it.
A person can't change that fast. I know that. But someday in the future, Tsurugi will be able to openly express his feelings to me. And to everyone. I'm sure of it. I feel a deep bond with Tsurugi. I can sense we became close in our hearts, sure.
I talked to Tsurugi a bit before leaving his room. That's so funny. I'm gonna do Straw 2 spoilers now, like a lot of them, so you might want to leave if you, and by leave, like skip 2 minutes in the future of the video, I guess, if you don't want them. But, do you think the reason Tsurugi talked to Yuki there is because of his, heavenly luck? Like, he wanted Tsurugi to open up to him, so heavenly luck made Tsurugi open up to him? Because it honestly felt like that about halfway through, and they were like,
I don't know why I'm opening up to you, actually. This is weird for me.
There was that, and then also the contents of the rest of this episode are so funny in relation to,
I know Tsurugi will grow to trust us again and show us his true feelings.
I mean, from the thumbnail, you can already tell he's going to do something bad in the latter half of this episode. So, it's so funny. I do like Tsurugi as a character. I think he works especially well in a killing game like this, you know, where there's murderers everywhere. Do I think he should get all the screen time he gets? Maybe not. He's a little bit of a screen hog, you know? Especially in the early game. It's not so hard now because there's so few characters left. It's like, oh, we've got time for Teruya and Haruhiko to say a couple lines and Satsuki. There's nobody else to say them. But he's still a significant portion of time away from Kana and Kakeru. That was his name. That was her name, right? Her name was... Anyway, he's still a significant portion of time away from them in that chapter. And I'm kind of concerned it might be going that way again in this chapter. Not to say he can't have, like, an important character. I just feel like Tsurugi should have been more like a Kyoko, almost. Where in the first few chapters, nobody really knows if they can trust him or not. Maybe after the first chapter, right? Where he's trying to lead everyone in that chapter. And then after that, he gives up and just goes off on his own, right? And nobody knows if they can trust him for a while. And then he comes back later in the game because, you know, he's a late game character for sure. I just don't think he needed as much screen time in the early game. It's not a complicated concept to grasp. Like Mikako. Mikako literally is the Kyoko of this game, so it's not exactly a fair comparison, but Mikako did sort of the same thing, where she barely took up any space in the first 3 chapters, 2 chapters at least. The last one she had at least something going on. And then now she's like a main character, right? Could have done that with Tsurugi. It honestly would have been fine, but I feel like Tsurugi's got to be one of LINUJ's favorite characters. Like, gotta be. Because Tsurugi gets so much focus. And I mean, maybe it's just the type of character he is, right? Like, Tsurugi is always butting heads with everyone and always butting his head into everything. So, maybe that's why. Anyway, back to the episode. Dun. Oh, no.
Ah! Oh, you surprised me, Yuki. Akane, what's wrong? Yuki, I'm in a bind. Except for me and Mikako, the rest of the guys,
I guess it is. Well, Satsuki. Anyway.
aren't working together anymore.
What do you mean they aren't working together?
Yesterday, Haruhiko and Tsurugi fought. They said they didn't want to see each other and that they'd be acting alone. Satsuki is walking around for some reason now, too.
What? They shouldn't... I had some expectations of our bonds being weakened, but they've begun to collapse. Is it possible that Monokuma calculated this as well, other than simply a killing?
Yuki, what should I do? Mikako tells me to just leave them alone.
I guess there's nothing we can do. For now, let's just continue investigating ourselves.
Investigate? But is there anything left to investigate? I couldn't find any more clues. Oh, sorry. I can't sound weak, can I? I'll go investigate somewhere.
Oh dear.
It can be seen that Akane is full of doubt. The same goes for me. I need to talk to the others.
Alright. Oh, hey, buddy. I thought you were, like, hanging out in your room, but you're just here?
Yuki.
Tsurugi, yesterday.
I'm not saying I'm wrong.
So, you're gonna scrape this way here? Are you planning to kill on your own?
Oh.
Oh, why did this thought come into my head? He's got his own built-in weapon with that hair spike, you know? I was gonna say, like, oh, he's too small to do a killing, but that hair spike's pretty deadly.
I won't say to do it forever, but keep your mind straight. It's not the time to be whining. And just giving up.
You're all the same. You and Haruhiko.
What?
Doesn't matter anyways. I'll investigate, so go. We don't want to see you anymore. We don't have food.
Alright.
Perhaps because of hunger and the extreme circumstances, Tsurugi's nerves, which were a bit dull, seem to become sharper. If it's really like this, nothing's gonna happen, right?
I'm sure. Oh, hi. I was like, what? Somebody's in my way.
Oh, if it isn't Mr. A.
What?
The idiot of the group whose trust just shattered. Are you trying to make fun of me? You usually try to ignore me, and only get involved when you try doing something like... when your group does something like this. You'll come...
Oh, was that supposed to be Yuki? I swear I read Ray.
Your comeback is hard. I suppose I deserved it. I don't see any hope here at all. Why are you so laid back? The same situation goes for you.
True. As much as I try to enjoy my time, this may become a bit dangerous.
What?
It's nothing. Don't speak to me anymore. I'm going to investigate.
If it wasn't something I'd heard wrong, it seemed that even Ray was sounding weak. If Ray's at her limits, the situation could be the most dangerous so far.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. This is the first time we've had a risk of, like, a full party wipe, you know?
Hey, Maida, you bastard! What are you doing here? Did you want me to tell you a cool story? I went to the arsenal a while ago, not thinking of murdering or anything, just wondering if I could find anything cool, and all I found was some weapons that were super antique. I'm a bit interested in military stuff too, you know? It was super interesting for enthusiasts. Most of the revolvers and rifles are early models, or modelers. It's hard to find one of those, they're so discontinued now.
What's happening to you all of a sudden? Haruhiko, I can see you're trying to explain something to me, but...
Sorry, I thought it'd be a good idea to force my mood to be a bit more bright.
Oh, I understand. But this morning, you guys suddenly started to act alone.
Don't worry, I just wanted to be alone for a while. I'm not trying to keep you guys away. I just wanted to take a breather, because I couldn't concentrate on the investigation. I'm just hungry.
Because of your fight with Tsurugi? But if you give up here, you really will die.
I know. I shouldn't be talking like a weakling, but give me some time to organize myself, and...
Give me some time to organize myself.
I feel so complicated right now, and I'm not used to that, man. I'm supposed to be the simple character, dude.
It might be for the best to not care about Haruhiko and Tsurugi's situation for the time being.
That's one way to put it. it might be might be best to let the two work things out on their own. Might be a more polite way of saying it. It might be best to stop caring about Tsurugi and Haruhiko. Oh, there is somebody down here. Hi.
Open! Open! I mean it! Open already! Satsuki, what are you doing? Oh, Yuki! I was trying to see if I could forcibly break the door. Stop that! Monokuma told us, remember? Even if the rules disappeared, only vandalism is still prohibited. No way. If we're going to die together, it'd be better to destroy the door to save everyone. That's not right. We'll escape together without anyone dying. Ah, you would say that. But you don't have anything to open it, do you? We're stuck anyways, thanks to this door here. Should I really just shoot it with a bazooka? Don't do it! I can't do that either. If you try to enter the arsenal, you'll see Tsurugi there. He's keeping everyone out. What? Tsurugi? Yup. By the way, Tsurugi looked weird, right? He had a hard time... What? Scraping by for a few days now. Is he going crazy? Anyway, don't do anything that'd kill you, Satsuki. If Yuki says that, then I guess it's okay. I guess it would be best to search somewhere else to try to escape. Satsuki seems to be the kind of girl that doesn't mind doing very dangerous things. However, apparently Tsurugi's blocking the entrance to the arsenal? Is he trying to prevent a murder? It would be best to go and check on him. Yeah. Who have we not found? Just Tsurugi, right? I guess Akane we haven't found wandering around, but... Oh, there she is. I don't think the exit's going to be in that potted plant. You never know. Yuki, did you find anything? No, unfortunately. This is a big problem. I'm so hungry. I can barely keep going. It's funny, but this ballroom, there's really nothing. The door won't budge without any handbook. I wanted to tell Akane not to give up, but the situation was so desperate, I couldn't think of anything to say to her. Okay. Anything over here? Oh, Makako. That's who I was missing. Yuki. Makako, I heard from Akane. Everyone is spread out. I can't help you. If we do this now, maybe today or tomorrow, my limit. But it's true the investigation hasn't made any progress, so what should we do? This room. A room without anything. There must be something here. This room? It's certainly suspicious, but it's a room where there's nothing. I mean... I'll check here. Continue to investigate. Yuki, please, take care of the others. This is great mental power. I'm the same as Makako, who hasn't eaten anything, and we're both hungry. She's somehow eager to investigate without showing any sign of complaint. She's way too strong. I got it. Don't overdo it. Well... Oh, there's my phone. I was gonna say, my phone might be buried in Lego, but no, it's here. We're good. Hold on. Hold. Where's the app? There it is. Alright. Hopefully, there's no, second line here that's gonna pop up when I press A and make me do it again. And we can get the full context in one go. Come to think of it... The way it did Tsurugi's name is very funny. Come to think of it... It must be Makako, it's trying to say. It says Miranami. Tsurugi's waiting at the arsenal. It'd be good to go meet with him, so let's go to the armory. I guess the reason that didn't get translated is because it's optional dialogue, technically. Like, do they expect you to go talk to Tsurugi first? I don't know. I mean, he's not in front of it. He must be in here, though. Is he, like, hiding behind one of the pillars? Just knocks you out. Is anyone here? Stop. He was hiding behind one of the pillars.
Get out of here right now.
Tsurugi!
Didn't you hear me? I told you to get out!
Wait, I'm not trying to kill or touch a weapon. I just came because I heard you were here. I wanted to know what you were doing.
What do you mean? Do you think I was preparing a murder?
I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to talk with you. What are you doing here in the arsenal?
It's because I thought there were some of you who might want to start something. Since last night, I've been undercover while investigating the arsenal.
Oh, I see. That's undercover. Gotcha.
You're only eyeing...
What? What? I don't know.
There's no one among us who would actually commit murder.
Even though 3 people have already come here today alone? Actually 4, if I include you, Yuki.
No, I just wanted to check on your condition. That's all. Everyone might have a personal reason like me. You can't say it's all for murder.
Stop looking at the slightest reason. You can't stop a murder from happening if you keep thinking like that. Don't think that just because I'm away from you all means I'm not aware of your situation. Now that I'm guarding the arsenal, it's a pity. Even if it's a weapon from here, the intake is wide. That time, you couldn't stop a murder that happened right in front of your eyes.
Tsurugi, it might be a little bit rude to say this, but you don't care what's happened to us? You're only thinking of us as criminals now?
Well, why do you think I'm doing this? Doesn't matter what you guys are really like.
Tsurugi, you too? Are you doubting us because of what are you doubting because of what Kinji said to you? I can't say you're right or wrong. I'm just an ordinary student, but I know that you have a stronger sense of justice than anyone here, and that you really do want to protect people. The method you take may be a little extreme, but actually, I wanted to say this since the very first day after Kinji's trial. I'm sorry.
It's already too late.
What?
Everything's already too late. Get out quickly. I'm never going to let anything happen inside this arsenal.
Why was the "it's already too late" in orange text?
Tsurugi was seriously troubled by us. I can't fully understand him, but if the cause is Kinji's case, I suppose I can relate a little bit. The convictions the convictions he'd adhered to so thoroughly, the tragedy that was caused by it is shaking his will. And
I accidentally skipped that. I don't know.
if the confusion comes at the source of your own thoughts that you believed ever since you were born...
What can you do?
What? My own source? Suddenly, an indescribable dizziness hit the core of my head.
Oh, did we pass out or did we go to bed? Oh god, everything's turning red. Wow. That outro sequence I'm doing with You're at the Party is fairly fitting now. I did not know this was going to happen. Okay.
My head was spinning, and the world was filled with red, a phenomenon similar to what I'd experienced at the day of the entrance ceremony. It was difficult to stand up, so immediately I returned to my dorm room and laid down in bed. It was painful. It's hard to open my eyes or to investigate, or to do anything at all. Somehow, I'm glad I didn't do anything otherwise. I would have vomited. I should sleep. I'm too tired. I didn't have anything to eat. Yeah, that's it.
We're gonna die.
I'm sorry for the others, but I couldn't help it. I tried to force myself to sleep and close my eyes.
Uh-oh.
Yuki, are you in there? Oh, right. Suddenly, my head ached like crazy. I closed my eyes for a minute. Looks like Akani's calling me from outside. The throbbing in my head started to disappear, but is it because of hunger? My vision was starting to shake. This is dangerous. I'm starting to stagger, even when standing still.
I love how, like, the animation pauses when the text is waiting for another input of the text. That's kind of funny.
I slept for half a day now. I have to do more investigation to get out of here. Slowly, I felt my limit approaching. I have to meet with Akane, who's on the door outside.
Oh, we're in slow mode now. No running allowed.
Yuki, thank God you were there. What is it, Akane? Why did you do that? I was so worried I couldn't find you anywhere. I was just sleeping in my room. Only half a day away. What? Yuki, what are you talking about? I didn't see you at all yesterday. What? Thankfully, I'm not upset. Everyone said you might have died, and so we went looking for you. And all of them have gone a little crazy because of their hunger. Wait a minute. I was sleeping for more than a day? You didn't check my room? Of course I did. I knocked on your door first thing, but you didn't answer. Unbelievable. Even if I don't believe it,
What?
I've blown past more than a day. Then I've been sleeping for more than 24 hours. Yuki, are you okay? It's nothing. I'm sorry I worried you, but more than that, the investigation. We have to... I'm so hungry, I feel like I'm going crazy. I've been sleeping for more than a day. I don't even have the strength anymore. Is Akane okay? She can't be. The same goes for everyone. I'm sick of this. This ballroom. I want to get out.
Whoa. It's very weird to walk with all this shaking.
Yuki, are you sure you're okay? You don't look so good. Akane, it's weird. How can you be fine? I'm not fine either, but you're barely holding on. I came back to...
What?
Go back to your usual self, Yuki. Please, wake up. I don't have the power to answer anymore.
Oh dear.
The hidden room. I must explore it.
You've just been here this whole time? Okay, well. Thanks for helping. I'm taking the long way around too. I hope this screen shuddering effect isn't... Hello? Don't be running around. You're gonna waste even more of your energy.
Oh, Yuki, see this? A butterfly. There's a butterfly. Yep. Where did you come from? Butterflies here, butterflies there. Satsuki's in her own world.
Okay. Tree's just watching. He's like,
This is weird, dude. I did nothing wrong, 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 I did nothing wrong.
this is reminding me of Omori suddenly.
Tree is going bonkers.
Wow, rude. I doubt anybody's gonna be in the dressing rooms. Ray?
Damn it. This is... You think I'll die in a place like this? Ray doesn't seem to be any better.
Arihiko? You still hanging out here? With guns? Nope. Okay, good. Where are you hanging out with those guns, though? Just wondering. Oh, right outside your room. Does his hair look like more unkempt than usual?
Yuki, I've been looking for you, dude. Suddenly disappearing like that. Huh? But, why was I looking for you? I forgot because I'm so hungry. Wait, who are you? Are you really Yuki? Maybe you're a fake Yuki that transformed to look like the real one, right? I'll bite you once. Check this to make sure.
I was going insane.
Yeah, okay. You're not biting me.
There's no white fruit. Dang it. I was gonna make a joke about, like, you looking like a fruit, but you don't. I mean, maybe an orange because your hair, I don't know.
Tsurugi, are you alive?
The arsenal. Here, there are many weapons. A human could turn into a corpse in a single moment. So many weapons.
Tsurugi?
It's one moment. If you put up with that one moment, you can escape from here. Yeah.
Yuki, I don't know why you've come here during the day, but... Was it for this? Thinking useless thoughts?
What is this face? Hello? I think your face is broken.
I've been beating severely hungry people for 3 hours. Everybody's walked in here and I've punched them in the face at least once.
Tsurugi, what was I doing just now?
You were trying to kill unconsciously? You ran in here full speed to pick up a gun.
The little exclamation point from behind his shoulder.
No way. Did I try to kill you?
Yeah.
No, he didn't. You liar.
That's so... No. I came back a little to my senses after Tsurugi punched me in the face, but soon I began to feel hazy again, due to the tremendous hunger and tiredness in my own body.
I don't intend to tolerate this, but I understand. It would be weird to not go crazy in a situation like this. I would too.
What?
Ow! Okay, now he really punched me.
Gah!
I'll forgive you for this for now. Originally, you would certainly have been sanctioned. I'll solve this sooner or later.
Wait, he's leaving? Get the gun, Yuki, quick!
My mouth is tingly. 2 or 3 of my teeth seem to have broken. Tsurugi, that guy, how is he so strong? But
He's a robot.
thanks to him, I came back to my thoughts. I don't know what happened to me during that time yesterday, but I'm never going to be engulfed by despair again.
Uh-huh.
In order to do that, first... Everyone, sorry to call you here so suddenly.
It's okay. Is it time to eat? I'm hungry, come on. Yes. Yuki seems to have been shopping at the supermarket, so we can eat with him.
Everyone, wake up! You're making weird stories. So then, why did you call us? Looks like everyone seems to be having a difficult time because of hunger. If I don't do this somehow as soon as possible... We're all in the same situation here. It's been over a week already. Everyone's going to reach their limits soon because of this hunger. Now I think it would be better to investigate an escape or abandon it altogether. We need a hard policy, in the sense of letting everyone think altogether.
Hard policy? Like what? It's getting hard to sit down.
Oh, I'm hungry! Calm down! Think about this first. I think it's probably our last chance. If more time passes, we won't even be able to think. We'll all just be waiting to die.
Yeah, well said, Yuki.
Tsuruya?
A policy. I waited for that word to come out. I have a cool, funny idea.
What?
2 people have a sacrifice for everyone else.
What?
Let's draw 2 players by lot. The victim role kills the culprit role, and the criminal kills the victim.
What? The victim what? The victim gets killed by the culprit, I guess.
And then they get executed and die. Monokuma said suicide isn't allowed, but that isn't suicide after all, is it? Is it really the act of another person killing another one? To get out of here, it's okay, right?
This... I'm not hungry. I'm not so hungry I'm listening to hallucinations, right? What did you just say, Tsuruya?
Well, we sacrificed 2 people in order to save everyone else.
The bastard! No matter how hard it is, there are things that shouldn't be said and things that should be said and things that shouldn't.
Oh yeah? Think whatever you want. I have paper and a pen here. With this, write down one person you want to vote for as the culprit and one as the victim.
We're doing this your turn to die style now.
Choose by majority vote.
Hey, Tsuruya!
Our ego tried to go towards Tsuruya in anger as he had before, but As he did, he fell back in his chair because he was too weak.
What do you guys think? No matter how much you look at it, there's no way we're getting out. Other than this, right?
Tsurugi!
That's the wrong voice.
Tsurugi, what's wrong with you all of a sudden? We've never been like this before.
I wouldn't be like this if it was normal, but this isn't an ordinary situation at all. Now, take the paper.
Tsurugi! I think Tsurugi's option is fine.
Hey, Satsuki, not you too.
We all just been fighting here all the time. Our relationships get worse and then everyone is going to die together. I'd rather sacrifice myself if you all could live.
What are you talking about? All of us here are going to get out without missing anyone. You're just insane because you're hungry. That's all. Think better.
I think we have to make a decision now. This way, although it's wrong too, if we really just stay like this, we'll all die. Drop dead. And I don't like the thought of that. Akane, but this way... No. You can't be cannibalized by despair.
I mean, better than being cannibalized by Tsurugi.
Everyone. Is this really the only way to do this? Rather than someone committing a murder out of malice, maybe it's better to make some sacrifices by agreeing. However... By the way, how come you got the paper? I thought Monokuma took all of our belongings.
I always carry extra paper and pens in my pockets. Even when I changed in my party outfit, I put what was in my original clothes.
Oh, I see. Then I'll write it down for now.
He took everything but his e-handbook? Dude, come on, man. Anyway.
Write it down and pass it along. Only we'll go one by one. Hey, wait! You guys! What the hell are you doing? Saying whatever you want. Is everyone really going crazy?
But this way, it's the best, maybe.
Yuki, even you.
Wake up. Guys, you can't do this. Suffering from our continued hunger, sharpened nerves, a relationship that was breaking apart because of one desire to end it all. Normal thinking became impossible. Maybe Monokuma was aiming for this all along. Just when I tried to take the paper from Tsurugi without realizing, it was then.
What a show!
What a show!
No, it's true.
What a show!
Tsurugi.
You, what are you here for? Didn't you say you wouldn't interact with us? Look at your own situation now. Are you trying to agree with each other and decide who should die? What a great murder plan. Wrong. These guys are just insane because they're hungry. They aren't the type to do something like this.
But there's no other way.
Tsurugi, please, how else can we survive? I didn't want to ask you for anything, man, but there's no one else I can trust. Yuki's even turned weird, damn it. If you stay, I'll do whatever you say and follow, so just save us. You can do it. Can you? Did you give up already too? There's one thing, a way around it. Of course, a way that doesn't involve a killing. What? That can't be. What are you trying to propose? Wait. Tsurugi, what are you doing? Why guns? Why? Just something I found in the arsenal. Oh, well, who wouldn't know that? Why'd you hand us pistols?
Oh dear.
This is our only salvation. I'll give every one of you a pistol, and we'll use it. We'll commit suicide together.
With an insane laughter. What I saw wasn't Kinju at all. He didn't laugh, but there we go.
Cold sweat, mad eyes. He wasn't in the proper mind right now either. I could see that Tsurugi was in a more crazed state than any of us.
Probably because he sleep deprived himself, as well as depriving himself of food. I love the, glint off the gun.
What bullshit? Are you crazy? You... Wrong. You are the crazy ones. You're trying to kill someone. It's better to scrape and die than kill people to get out of here. Then, why don't you just do it yourself? Why are you telling us to commit suicide? Even if I'm comfortable committing this act, there's a 100% chance all of you will remain to commit a murder. I'm gonna see you all commit suicide, and then I'll die. Don't you want to have responsibility to your own end? That maniac asshole! Ugh, he countered me! Don't you see I have blue hair? I'm clearly a Fire Emblem character. I have a counter for my down B. You better not think about rebelling. I'm going to make you all commit suicide by force. Do you think you guys, high school students, could beat me in the real world?
Koba-san!
Don't be ridiculous! You're just gonna force suicide? That's nothing different than murder. It's attempted murder. Even if it's treated as murder, you all also plan to vote for someone to kill. Am I wrong? I'll tell you that a killer is no longer human. You can't just say kill in order to live. And I'm back to normal now. And even if it's a sin, it's okay. Because I'll follow you guys right after. Don't come near me! This is criminal! Oh, you're planning to rebel? Tsurugi, you were the one I heard from outside to choose a victim. If you'd made such an offer, you would have been prepared to die. Why would you be so scared of suicide? You just want to be safe at the expense of others. Isn't that right? Save me! I don't want to die! It's not me who's going to kill. You are, on your own. So who wants to start? Go on, kill yourself!
Oh dear. What is the abbreviation? I'll give the internet this. I haven't seen it in a very long time. They used to be used on like forums all the time, like, "Oh, you're so stupid. Kill yourself." I don't remember it. Anyway.
Tsurugi, stop it!
Yuki, you've tried to find weapons in the arsenal a while ago. You even had the desire to agree with Tsurugi. In many ways, I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Guck?
Guck! Grab that crazy Kinjo!
Gotta do it for the alliteration.
Kone Taira, I don't want to see your face even if you are a woman. It's even more than a woman.
What?
Worse, a woman with a history of attempted murder like you. Whoa.
Oh no, Haruhiko.
Koba-san!
It's a waste of time. Besides, I also have limits on my body. If I want to be comfortable soon. So you better quit this useless battle and let us all become comfortable together. With this decision's the only one I have to save you all.
Save us?
You forced me to save you. As a result, I was rejected by you and made you think me and you made me think you were criminals. But now, only now I can save you. All together now, let's get out of this terrible reality, freeing ourselves from suffering forever.
Tsurugi, you're out of your mind. It's been a few days since you seemed odd. After Kenji's trial, made you question your own mindset.
What?
Until now, black and white have been clearly separated, with only one heart that wants to protect the people while carrying out your own justice. But you rebuked Kenji for committing murder with the same conviction, and when you heard his words, you realized. C8, other people think of you in a different way. To us after the murder game began? No. After all the things you've done in your life as a police officer, and the way you looked in the eyes of others. The more you thought about it, the more you couldn't figure out what to do. You realized all the things you've been doing so far were in vain. Am I wrong?
Shut up.
It's not like you to use violence against us. Even asking everyone to commit suicide's proof you can't control your own mind.
I told you to shut up!
You're talking about a subject you know nothing about. Ah, Maina, Yuki!
Ugh.
The treasure.
It was for a single moment. Tsurugi, who was rushing toward me without being able to control himself, he stumbled over the ground on a part of the carpet at a
ghostly timing. Is he bleeding? Excellent. Anyway.
No! What should we do? He's tied up, but... Without missing our time when Tsurugi lost his balance and fell, or missing our chance, Akane rushed and used the tablecloth to snatch him.
The tablecloth?
Now, Tsurugi was completely prisoner-like, with his hands and feet tied together and a gag on his mouth.
Tsurugi, that guy. To think he was really crazy.
If we don't do this, he's gonna kill us all. We can't help it. Rather than killing him, he was trying to get us to commit suicide.
That's it. It's not considered suicide at the point where you force someone to commit it.
It's a big deal, by the way. It was so hard to do this because I was hungry, but he was moving so violently. It was so dangerous just now.
Somehow, we have to... Oh...
Kopasing, don't overdo it. You were hit pretty hard.
I don't... What, she's got a face in her text box now.
It's not because of my wounds. My stomach... I think my gastric juices are refluxing.
She's like, oh, okay.
Because of Tsurugi, we consumed even more of our stamina, which was insufficient even if we were spared from the situation. In order to overcome this, we'd have to take a policy, but that would mean that we could only make extreme choices like Teruya or Tsurugi. Because of that
I love how all the names are the last names except Teruya. It is so confusing when I'm reading this and trying to switch all the last names to first names. And then I see Teruya and I'm like, oh yeah, Teruya. What?
Because of that choice, my physical strength was exhausted. If we tried to escape somehow, it'd be hard to get back again. None of us have been able to come up with a solution. Hey, what do we do about Tsurugi? It's dangerous to leave him. First, put him in his room. Lock the door and drop him there.
The door's locked from the outside now? What?
But if we lock it, how will Tsurugi come out with his hands and feet tied up? We won't be able to open it from the outside.
Is it really the time to worry about him? Even if our lives and deaths are unclear. Just like our lifetime here.
Teruya, don't sound so useless.
Have you not, checked the game? I'm pretty useless. I'll be better in the sequel, okay?
I have the key to his room. Later, if our situation is resolved, I'll give it back. So what should we do from now on?
Let's each think separately, because otherwise you guys are gonna go crazy like him or Teruya again. Why'd you mention me? The paper said you guys were agreeing too. Shut up already, Teruya. I want to crush your face in, but I'm holding it, because I think I'll die on the spot if I use any more of my strength.
Let's do what Sariko suggests. Just because everyone is thinking strangely here, I don't think we'll find a solution all like this.
Alright. We didn't make a hard and fast policy. Wah wah.
And just like that, another meaningless days passed. It was a contradiction, and I couldn't think of a solution that didn't come to mind, even when we thought about it together. Gradually, my stomach was approaching its limit. It didn't seem strange, even if I died right away. If you let your mind wander a little bit, I would close my eyes and die. I saw myself only to think this. That was the only thing I could think of at this point.
Okay. Sure. That's the first time we've had a Monokuma announcement in a while.
It was morning. I don't know if it's okay or not. There was just an unpleasant feeling, like a noise in my head. Already my body wasn't like my own. As to prove it, regardless of my will, my body started to move. Somewhere. I'm going somewhere. I have to.
But not in this episode. If we're gonna fit Tsurugi's final FTE in here, I better stop before I get too far. So I guess we're We're still not seeing the body in this episode. I do think that this is probably a longer in between events chapter, just because we have to run out of food, and then we have to see the effects of running out of food and all that. So I'm sure we'll see the body next time. Right? Maybe? Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, you could leave a like, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff. This is the first time I've remembered to mention it, but I have opened up a Patreon now, which is in the description as well. Up there right now is all the Memeschool videos. You can download them in decent quality. Some of them are in smaller video sizes because they're old. But if it's region locked and you can't watch them, then that's a good place to do so. Or if you just want to give me money to support me, that would be also very kind of you. One of the tiers there is $15 because I don't want everybody to do it, but I will voice act a random thing for you if you want. Of course, not a professional voice actor or anything. You're going to get my microphone quality and all that. But could be fun for some of you with deep pockets, I guess. Anyway, subscribe, maybe check out the Patreon if you want to. I will be back soon with more Dra. Okay,
Bye.